honestly, they were so simple. I didn't even hardly have to do anything.
Wow. Okay. All right. Show us what we're talking about.
Okay.
Here.
You can see I've got everything marked right there.
You do. Hey, that's a good idea to use those little circle stickers.
I
there.
do. I buy them by the gross.
Yeah.
So I do.
It's a good idea.
The other nice thing about them is that I use them again.
Yeah.
I just stick them on the side of my sewing machine, and then the next thing I'm cutting, I use that. So
Great.
we've got this. This is all the pieces for this side. This is ready as well. And then Cheri, I'm going to have you stitch this together too, because this is going to make the base for our strawberry.
Okay, so we're basically piecing a base together.
Correct.
And then that green looks like it's an applique over top.
It is.
Okay.
It is. So
Okay.
if you want to go ahead and put this on this side right here, so you're going to put that just like that.
What you've done already, Suzanne, is you have created the patchwork, and now we're just adding the stripes.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm just putting these on just right on the edge. And this may not be exactly the same size, but don't worry, because this is just preparing to get to the shape of the strawberry.
It's just our foundation.
It's your foundation.
Okay.
And I wanted it to be at least
so
a 10.
you don't have to have perfect points and matchy
You
matchy
do
and
not.
all of that.
You
It's
do
permission to
not.
break the rules, guys.
I love that. Love it.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love. There's no half square triangles, no flying geese, which are things I put in everything.
I was gonna say,
which
wait,
I really
what?
love.
Yeah, so this is kind of different for you
for
to
me.
be sewing out, right?
And then we'll sew that one on the bottom half too, Cheri. So while you're doing that, I will go over this little portion right here. In the pattern, you've got your strawberry leaf. We've given this to you. So you've got all of that right there. And then you're going to draw this on the dull side.
Yeah.
Not the sticky side.
It's more of the paper side,
Correct.
if you will. Mm-hmm.
And you're going to trace that. I, of course, used my light board.
Yeah.
I didn't bring that with me, but it just helps me. Another little thing, I don't know if everybody else knows this. What did they say? I was today years old when I figured this out.
Ooh, tell us, what is it?
As I'm drawing this out, so I've got it on top of the pattern here. And so I try to make a nice smooth line, with my pencil like that.
Sure.
If you just do little teeny tiny picks at it, it works out so much better. Seriously.
Wow, okay.
I know that sounds weird, but if
No,
you're just tracing along,
Okay.
it really does make a difference. I learned that from a little art class thing that I was following.
So if you struggle with doing a full solid line at one time, just do
little small strokes.
Strokes. I love that. Okay.
I love that too. That's a great
That may
great
not have
tip.
been something new to anybody else, but it was new to me. So
I guess I've never really thought about that. But it's good. It's a good thing to remind ourselves. Yeah.
All right. So we've got this drawn on here. Put it on the wrong side of your fabric, but since we're working with solids, you're not going to have much trouble. You can just pick whichever.
Sure, sure, yeah.
And then Cheri, I'm going to pass that on to you. She's doing all of our legwork today. So we're going to go ahead and layer this up. I want an idea of where this is going to lay.
Okay.
So I'm going to just put this right up there. So I know it's going to be all right. We've got to cut this out. And then we've also got to get together the important part of the hot pad, which keeps you from being burned. So we've got the back, and then we've got this batting here. It's called Insul-Bright. And if you look at it, you can see it's got a little bit of metallic, reflective, almost like foil in it.
Yeah.
And that is heat resistant, so you're going to put that in. I put it on the bottom so it's closest to the part that's going to be by my hand. I don't think it matters if you put it on the top or the bottom. So, and then I'm going to put a layer of batting on top of that as well. So I've got my back, my Insul-Bright, and a layer of batting for insulation. And then we're going to lay this right on top like that.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go, you can pin this down if you want. I'm going to go ahead and just cut it with my...
You're going to live on the edge?
I am. I'm going to cut it with my nice sharp rotary cutter.
All right.
We've got
I'm all for that.
our cute little wonky strawberry.
Yes.
Then we have to fuse this on.
I love how this pieced look
I love
comes
the
together.
weave of it.
Yeah.
Now we've got also the lemon and the peach that have some piecing to them as well.
Okay.
Okay, why don't my fingers do that?
Oh, you know what? Let me share with you a tip.
Okay, this is a new tip.
Let's grab a straight pin.
Do we have a straight pin?
We have a straight pin right here.
Perfect.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just score it like that.
Oh, see, I've never done that.
There we go. Just do a quick score.
Okay, that's 2 new tips for me
Two new
today.
tips.
Hey, was that worth the price of admission today or what? There we go.
Because I know it was pretty free 99, wasn't it?
That's exactly.
All right, Cheri, you go ahead and fuse that on for us. Okay, I've got it. I'm putting you back to
I
work.
thought she was having me
Okay.
do all the sewing. I was like, I confused that.
When you say triple stitch, let's
yeah.
explain that to everyone.
Okay, so on your sewing machine, there is a little stitch. It looks like 3 little lines. On mine, it looks like 3
Yeah.
little lines. And so I use that to hold my fusible applique down. So it would go stitch, 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 stitch. So it's a nice thick line.
Yeah.
I use that, and it's nice and thick. It doesn't, and nothing's going to lift off.
Right.
So you can, if you'd like, put a stitch right down here as well.
Yes.
And then now you've got everything together. Let's just pretend that this has already been appliqued on.
Okay.
And sewn down.
Okay. We're going to pretend. Yes.
So you've got your nice little triple stitch there.
Okay.
And now we have to make ourselves a little thing to hang it.
Oh,
a little
right, of course,
tab.
right.
So this will be folded down the middle first,
Mm-hmm.
fold this way, and together. And then you
Okay.
just stitch it right down there. And I'm going to let you stitch that one.
Okay. So she's just going to top stitch this.
So the way you're going to get this hooked on there, just put it right there on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Stitch. I just put a little teeny tiny stitch close to 1/8 of an inch away.
Sure. Just to
And
kind of hold it in place.
down.
Right.
Then you
right.
start your binding around, and you'll cut your binding from the fat quarter of red.
Mm-hmm.
And to get that bias, you're going to cut out of your the pattern. It shows you in the diagram how to cut it. We've got your back down here and this big center part of the berry right up here. But then you've got to get bias out of this. So I just
Oh.
took mine and folded it straight to there.
Yeah.
And then I folded it one more time just so.
That's a great way to
I
use your
could do
extra
that.
fabric.
Yes. And you can get a lot out of this.
You
You really
can.
only need 2 strips. This is wide enough right here. It's about 5 inches, so you need 2.5. But if you feel like it's not quite wide enough, you can just start cutting right down here bias
Sure,
binding. You know,
sure.
you could fold that up right there. You
Just
get
as long
lots.
as it's on that diagonal bias, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
that's-
you're going to need that stretch.
Yeah, that's
which
what's
it
going
will
to give you
do.
the most stretch.
Make
Yep.
it curl around.
Absolutely adorable.